So, Alex, over the past week, one of the things that you've been really bringing up that needs to be worked on is the defensive side of the ball. I guess when you're looking at the defense, now you've had some more time to mull over the film. Is it like little small tweaks, or are you talking like big substantial things like you did with the rebounding earlier this year?
Yeah, I think small things. I think the interesting thing is our pick and roll defense. I mean, I last looked, it was about 2.5 weeks ago. I haven't checked the numbers since. We had the third best pick and roll defense. And honestly, that did surprise me. But I think it shows that there's something to playing more aggressively in this league. A lot of it is, and we actually showed it today, we just showed 8 points we gave up through one-on-one containment, where we're actually doing especially in that LA game, doing our work early with guarding the actions, and then it comes to one-on-one defense in terms of defending from the perimeter, a small closeout or a post-up, and that's where we're really getting hurt because we're not able to stay with opponents for like 2 or 3 dribbles and they're just blown by us. So that's a lot of that is really action capabilities. So we actually I spoke about and linked it to the warm-up, because in the warm-up, that's when we're doing a lot of unique movement games. Instead of coming in and maybe doing like the same routine-based thing every day, our performance team do an incredible job doing different things to them, and I think that's what we've got to use more of to be able to move laterally and contain, because if you can't do those things, it's kind of impossible to play with any defensive scheme.
How was your pace today in practice? I know you said after the last game that was the thing that kind of fell apart in the second half.
Yeah, I felt LA up their pace, and we weren't getting the transition opportunities that we were getting in that first half. So I think that was a really important key to why we lost in that second half. And then, I mean, it was just, you guys saw it. We were just exchanging baskets. Offensively, we're scoring 100 points, but if we can get more stops, wow, like it's going to make the offense a lot better, and defensively put us in a position to get more games, especially next year.
How much have you gotten to talk to Nika since you got into town?
Just a little bit today. We actually stayed in touch during the season, so got a couple phone calls with Nika, but it's great for just to come in and see kind of how we practice, how we go about running film, even just the rehab, how different the rehab is. So, great to have her here with us.
I was just saying to Bridget, she has sort of this signature move where she'll catch the ball, she'll do a spin, and she'll shoot.
Yeah.
Do you ever work stuff like that into game plans, or is it just like it happens when it happens?
Yeah, it's really funny. It actually came up today where we spoke about constraining it and taking it away. Not because it's really good, but we want her to go to that because that's a sweet spot. It's like when she gets that ball in that like paint area where she's getting to the low block or the elbow, like she's actually pretty efficient there. But it's now we want her to find some other solutions too. So I think the key thing is we get to that ISO shape maybe like 3-4 times a game, and when BC has a good matchup, we really want her to be being more deceptive with how she's manipulating the ball more and changing speed. So if she doesn't have to pull up 3, how then could she maybe create a bigger advantage to get to the rim and maybe not even have that defender in front of her, and then she can go to that spin as the last resort. So I think there's some good details and I think actually when she plays an Unrivaled, that will help. Like, we want to use that as an experience for her to work on things that are going to transfer back to the regular season next year with us.
You guys do like talking to her while she's down there? I had never thought about consult with her.
We actually had our first meeting kind of as a start of last week, which was great to go through the off season. I want to win the off season, and that means how can we have the most systematic approach in the league to the off season? So what do the check-ins look like? I'm going to be pretty demanding of our coaches. I want them doing film with all our players, with the club teams they're playing on, and how that translates back to us. And that includes Unrivaled. So I think if we can win the off season, that's really just going to help in terms of coming back into year 2 with we're way further ahead than where we were this time last year.
Are you guys going to go out next month to the FIBA stuff, because you're going to have some players playing it? Are you guys going to go out to that, or are you going to kind of take a break?
Yeah, I know our front office definitely will be. I would be, but I'm getting married on the 6th
Right.
of September, so that's a big day. If not, I'll be watching all the games online, but I know our front office are all going to be out there. Yeah.
You talked a little bit last week about the community of Portland and how you got recognized while you were getting a haircut not too long ago. Or it was the day of the.
You know, I gotta thank the fan. It was incredible. You know, he ended up paying for my haircut. I had no clue. I went to pay at the end. I got my wallet out, and it's been taken care of. And I forgot his name, but if he watches this, I'm very grateful.
What's your favorite? What's like the most like surprising place that you've seen? You know, been out somewhere in Portland and had a fan recognize you?
Oh, fun. You know, I love just getting that walk kind of in the Alberta neighborhood, and I was just there was a guy just sitting on his porch on the front deck. I was on the phone to one of our coaches going through the practice plan, and he started yelling out and saying how much he loved the Fire. So no, it was great.
Were you wearing something that had?
I don't think I was even. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Like certainly early in the season, you had a certain amount of anonymity. Still, but like, I guess, you know, as the season's gone on, I guess, how has, you know, the community really, you know, embraced you and the rest of the team as well?
No, I mean, our fans are, I think, the best in the league, really. They're so just when you come to games and you see the atmosphere. I mean, we must be the only team in the league where even, you know, when we're down, like, still cheering right until the end. So yeah, incredible fan base we have here.